Every high capable leader I've talked with has dealt with this season, a season where everything looks okay and fine. You feel that there's no trouble, that your team is handling everything perfectly well. But little do you know, there's chaos waiting to erupt. When you ask them, what's going on? How's the project going? Are there any challenges? You hear things like, well, everything is fine. Everything is going well. We are working on it. We are handling it. The situation is under control. But you don't know that underneath all that nice, sweet words, things are going wrong. They are unable to meet deadlines. And by the time you notice, it's almost already too late. You will now start struggling to put out the fires. This is what goes on secretly in many organizations and companies. And it's not because your team are not responsible or they are lazy. It's because the leadership structures you've put in place resist the truth and make feedback very difficult. And we all know that feedback is one of the core pillars of the fulfill method. With that being said, we want to really discuss about this today and see how to avoid things like this from ever happening. Let's get into today's episode.
The Fulfillment OB Podcast.
So we're going to be using 3 pillars from the fulfill method: unity, feedback, and learning. Let's start with unity. Today we're going to pair unity with trust. If you notice that your team is always telling you the good side of the story, avoiding the part that will make you think or your head drop, then there's a problem somewhere. It shows that there's no unity and trust within the team, especially when it comes to the leader. Let's paint this picture. Your team is struggling to meet a deadline and they know that it's going to sound really, really bad to you. You're not going to take it lightly. So what do? They try to pad it or they try to polish it. They try to make it look okay and it's not really a problem, and they report it to you. When you go through the report, you're like, okay, this is good. But actually, everything is under fire, but you don't just know it yet. This happens because there was a time when they brought real problem to you and they tell you things are going wrong. We can't handle it. We've tried everything and it seems like everything is going to collapse. And what did you do? It's either you got furious, you lash back and you told them that you don't just know what you're doing. You complain, you grumble, or maybe you took the task, you did it yourself just to prove to them that you are more capable than them. These two situations create dependency. It makes them believe that telling you the truth or showing you exactly what is going wrong will cost them something. It's a psychological problem. That's how we are wired psychologically. If you lash out and if you complain, you grumble, you feel discouraged, they take it that they are disappointing you. So anytime a problem, a situation comes up that needs your attention, that they need help, they won't be able to come to you directly. They'll pad up the story, they'll make it look good, and they'll present it to you because they don't want to hurt your feelings. So it's either they are trying not to hurt your feelings or they are trying not to hurt their own feelings. And this creates a feedback mirage. You are getting feedback, but you're not actually getting the truth, the whole picture. You're not actually seeing how things are going. And it creates a blind spot. And decisions made with blind spots will create catastrophic consequences long term. So this highlights that there's no trust and there's no unity. Unity is everybody working towards one vision, executing to ensure that that vision is realized, right? But when team unity is broken, when trust is broken, everybody executes differently. So the execution is fractured. There's no proper communication chain and everything becomes messy and the organization begins to sink downhill. Let's look at leverage. Leverage is the ability to multiply output. It means utilizing the capacity of your team to the maximum without burning them out or bringing them down. You should understand what your team is capable of. So when you genuinely want to help your team grow, want to help them level up, want to help strengthen their weaknesses, they'll do better. That's just how it works. When they feel you're genuinely interested in their growth, they'll do better. When you create an environment that make it feel safe for them to tell you how it is, what they are dealing with, what is going wrong, and you encourage them and point them in the right direction, helping them fix it, they'll feel more responsible. They'll feel encouraged to take up new tasks, to think out solutions when there's a problem, and to give their best because they understand that they have a genuine support and they are responsible for the outcome. The last one is learning. Your team is actively learning. Every time you complain, you grumble, you shout, you lash out, they are learning. And that learning has long-term consequences. It's either they become so dependent on you or they become so detached that you barely know what's going on. You have to do extra just to find out the truth. That's a dangerous leadership strategy. So just like we said yesterday, the goal is to ask honest questions, create an enabling environment, ensure all the pillars of the Fulfill method are actively helping you build the right leadership foundation. If you don't know where to get started, don't worry. I put together what I call the Fulfill Executive Skill Assessment. 35 questions that will help you understand where your leadership structures are breaking and what you can do about it immediately. It will point you in the right direction. The good news is that this assessment is completely free. So don't wait. Don't say tomorrow. Take the assessment now and know where you need to change and what you need to do to enhance your leadership strategy. If you like to go deeper, I would love you to join the Fulfill Leadership ecosystem. You get access to resources and materials that will help you build the right leadership foundation. Leaders Access Vaults, monthly Q&A session, strategic daily leadership insight, and lots more. We also offer you leadership strategy call and the leadership audit. So everything you need will provide to help you build that organization, scale it without burning yourself to the ground. Subscribe and leave a comment. Tell me what you're currently dealing with right now in your organization. I'll respond to you. I read everything. Our episode is available on Substack, our main publication platform. Subscribe so you can get daily episode dropping on your inbox. It will help you as you learn daily. Thank you so much for sticking around for today's episode. I'll catch you tomorrow for the next one.